channel. Hello guys, yesterday we talked about how the Havriano deal has been struck out, but now there is a new development having three notable names that can replace the Super Eagles coaching job. But before we go into that, welcome to Final Whistle, where we bring you the best and nothing but the best when it comes to sport. Football international, trust me, you love to stay with us because we bring it to you as it happens. Now, Ugochukwu,
my bro.
new development,
Yeah.
three coaches on ground.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on this?
I think it's a wonderful one. We've lost out on a wonderful manager in person of Javi Renard, but I think this name that we are seeing right now is something that we can work with, right? Okay, let me quickly start with Tom Saintfiet. He's a 51-year-old FIFA Pro licensed Belgian that has played as a midfielder and ended his playing career in 1997 and immediately went into the managerial career, having coached several teams across Europe and then before making his turn to Africa. I think in Africa he did a lot as well. Coaching, he first took on the job of the Namibian national team where he did wonders. I mean wonders, 34. They were ranked, very, very down, but he took them 34 places upwards, right? Having a 2-year spell in Namibia, did wonders there, In fact, to some extent that the press, the Namibian press, were now calling him, the Messiah. You know what it takes for a country to see you in that faith. And so I think that's very wonderful. Went on to coach Zimbabwe, Togo, Ethiopia. Ethiopia, he pulled a miracle in Ethiopia. Ethiopia had a game against Nigeria, the qualifiers, AFCON qualifiers. At 10 days to the game, that was when this guy was hired. For a country that's not a footballing nation, I think that's the kind of thing we are right now. They are not a footballing nation. They had 10 days preparation to play against Nigeria, a power force in Africa. Guess what this guy did? He did a miracle. They were winning Nigeria 2-1 in the 8th season before Joseph Yobo got an equalizer to get them the 2-2 draw. To get us the 2-2 draw, because at that point that we were getting favored. So I think he's a force to reckon with. That result against Nigeria, where Ethiopia played Nigeria, made the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the NFF, sought out for this guy in 2012. So he was appointed the technical director in 2012, Nigerian technical director in 2012. But after about 3 months, the Ministry of Sports said they could not work with him, that they had preferred candidates that were indigenous coaches, like kind of thing we're having right now. So that was why he did not resume duty. But in his career, in his profile, it is time that he coached Nigeria because it was a span of 3 months. And so after leaving the Nigeria he went on to coach Togo, he went to coach the likes of Malawi. Then the most famous career he had, the one he did at the Gambia. Powerful, my bro. Had a quite number of years there from 2018 to 2024. That is his longest spell. Coaching Gambia, he did another miracle. They qualified for the AFCONs. That is his first qualification for the AFCONs. They were the lowest ranking team in that AFCON qualifiers, in the people that are going for the AFCONs, right? Now, he went on to that group stage, beating Mauritania, Mali, progressed to the round of 16, won Guinea. This guy crashed out in the quarterfinals for a team that is the lowest ranking team going ahead to reach to the quarterfinals.
No, he's really a messiah.
He's really a messiah. Cameroon won him in that one because the game was in Douala. So that was his longest spell. Now let's add that this guy has coached 100. He has 100 national team games. I think that's a very, very notable stat for him. And it's good to add that he has but he was placed amongst 5 top coaches in Africa. 2012, 2022, 2023 seasons consecutively. So this is not a nobody. This guy is very, very sound when it comes to the African terrain. He knows it. If we don't get the likes of Javi Reynolds, bringing Tom is also a good deed for me. Because his career says it all. He has conquered Africa.
He has been in the system.
He has conquered Africa.
I think Ugo has fallen in love already with all these
Yes,
places.
yes, yes,
No,
yes.
this is
I
not
was, I was stunned because
Yeah,
I
he has
felt like
fallen in love.
Even I'm
when
speechless.
Fallen in love,
I'm
my guy.
speechless.
miracle walking coach Messiah.
He called him the Tom Messiah.
So many words were flying. So away from there, let's go to Steve McClaren. I
Yes.
think he's an Englishman.
Okay.
He's a familiar and household name when it comes to coaching. I think out of these three, I think he's the most vast. He's the most experienced in terms of teams being coached. You understand? He managed. I think the last national team he managed was the English national team. You understand? From 2007 to 2008, August 2007 to November 2008. That's a year in between. But he was sacked, unfortunately, for not qualifying them for the Euros in 2008 in Austria and Switzerland. So I think he currently works as a Man United assistant manager under Eric Ten Hag. We saw him with Eric Ten Hag, but I think there might be a shake-off that is going to come because we have the likes of Ruud van Nistelrooy, the ex-striker that is coming, and then Hag too is coming as an assistant manager, and so there might be a shake-off. We might see the likes of Steve McClaren, who is now being reported to be linked with the English job, with the Nigerian job, to probably use the door now. I think you understand because of the shake-off. The shake-off might actually affect Benny McCarthy, who is actually the strikers and coach too. So he's been linked with Nigerian job. Apparently, I feel like maybe that's the reason why we are seeing NFF fly to London and do some other things because he has always stayed in London. So I think he has had a whole couple of work experience. He has worked with QPR. He has worked at he has worked at FC 20. He has worked with for Newcastle. He has some fantastic some fantastic team. He has coached in England. So I think, but his own deficiency is he does not have any African experience compared to Tom and then the other guy. So he does not have any experience, which I feel like might be his own deficiency. But if we are judging by what the NFF has promised us, renowned, I think he comes. That's he tops the list.
Yeah.
Because if we are talking about renowned, he tops the list. If you look at how much he has worked so far in his coaching career, he has a UEFA Pro license. So if we are judging by what NFF is saying they want to get us, I think his name comes first. You understand?
Anyway, football is a universal language, so I think you can still do justice to the African.
No, I'm talking about knowing the African terrain. You understand?
Okay.
Because the way we play
Yeah.
is different from the way they play. Let's take it. You understand?
Official, you've been quiet for a while now.
No.
Let's hear from you.
Lastly on the list is Eric Sekau Chale. You understand? He's a 47 years old 47 years old man, born to a Malian dad and a French mom. You understand? But he grew up in Ivory Coast. You understand? So he's a good manager. He's a traveler. You understand? Looking at his profile, he has coached in the French division. You understand? In the unders, in the lower leagues in the French team, and he has about 5 caps for during his playing time with Mali side. And he was the coach that qualified Mali to the last AFCON, you understand, and they were eliminated by the host Ivory Coast, you understand, in extra time, 2-1, you understand. After Bertrand Traore missed the penalty, you understand. Arguably that would have gone through because of the playing style, and I will not lie to you, seeing his name on the list brought back some memories of that AFCON, the way the Malian side played.
Yes.
They were like ferocious. You understand. There's something I saw about Eric is the fact that he's a rotational manager. You understand, he maximizes the squad given to him, because if you look at the way he selects the players, you understand, he's like a squad manager. You understand, unlike what we're seeing with Southgate now, that he just keep to a particular starting lineup. Unlike this coach, he likes to maximize
whichever crop of players
exactly.
you
If
give
you are
him.
coming in, if he calls you up and are coming to that squad, he's not making you a squad player. It's because he knows that you can actually
Fit in.
You understand that kind of thing. So he's a good rotational manager. His preferred formation is 4-2-3-1. You understand, an attacking style of play.
And I think that's what Nigeria need now.
Exactly the point. Because of the kind of players we have, instead of the passive approach that you play 5
all
at the
defensive.
back.
Exactly.
So he likes to defend. He's one of the coaches that like this inverted fullback to join the midfield and progress well. Though he is unlike the other names that my colleagues have mentioned, I think his profile is a bit low than the rest. But from our sources and from what we can hear, he's the top runner.
Yes,
Yeah.
leading the
Yeah,
race.
he's
Leading
leading
the
the
race. So definitely NFF actually saw something in him because he has been in the African team for a while now, and judging by what he coached in the recent AFCON, I think he will actually do well because if you look at the Malian squad and the way he was able to
manage them.
maximize and manage them well, you know that okay, there's something actual about this guy, and the three names are wonderful names, wonderful candidates, whichever way it is. I just believe the NFF should actually make the right choice in any names that come in. Like AY rightfully said, Steve McClaren is a household name, you understand, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have the
African
African this thing in him. you
Why Tom
understand?
on the other side has the African
Yeah,
experience?
Tom has both home and abroad.
Tom
understand?
is, you know,
You
how
understand?
about
Tom, like say the Messiah.
he's a
You
messiah
understand?
now,
So
guy.
I feel
The African
NFF
Messiah.
I feel post the Renard issues and everything, NFF are actually
We're in
getting
good
some-
hands.
We're in good
They're
hands.
actually getting
We're in
something
good
right.
hands.
You understand? So any which way they actually come from, I think it will be a good one at the end.
Now, I think one point we have been missing is, which we have actually been emphasizing on a couple of times when we have come on this show, is money.
Yes.
I feel like the three of them, we can afford them.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, we can actually afford them. You understand? McClaren who happen to be the most vast. You understand? We have news that he has been interviewed recently by the NFF. I'm sure that probably that interview happened in London, since
Yeah.
they are all in London. So I think it makes it easier for them to come up with whichever name they are going to give us. So apparently the youngest of them is this guy Charlie, and then the reason why he's been tipped as ahead is because he's not attached to any job as it stands now.
Yeah.
You understand? McClaren is still, as it stands today, is still the assistant manager, second assistant manager at Man United.
And Tom is
Tom
Philippines
is
coach.
Philippines coach, assistant.
But
So he's
Philippines,
unattached.
They
He
do
can,
movies.
yeah,
They do movies.
you understand?
They can leave the guy for us.
He's unattached, and
Yeah.
he's ready to start work as soon as possible. You understand? You know, if we are going to probably get McClaren or Saint, they might probably have to make a resignation or do some other things as far as their
Or buy
contract
out
is
the
concerned.
contract.
You understand? But him is currently available, so I think that makes him a little he has a hedge ahead of all of them. You understand? But
He has
if
to top. He has to
I really don't know if Charlie falls under the phrase renowned.
That's another thing. No?
You know one thing, if like I said, if you look at his CV, he's a bit lesser than the rest. But if you look at his
Pattern of play.
style of play,
So
it's a modern style of play.
his pattern
and
of
his
his
point per
pattern of
games.
his pattern of play is renowned, not his name.
No, the point is, if you look at the world football now, you have seen cases where Vincent Company is getting a Bayern Munich job.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Arteta is getting an
Arsenal
Arsenal job.
job,
Pochettino is coming to Chelsea.
Baby
Then now,
coaches.
Enzo Maresca now coming into
Chelsea.
a Chelsea from the under 23, under 20s in Man City to Leicester. Now being linked with not being linked, being a Chelsea manager now. So I think we are seeing new crops, new generational coaches coming into play. And I think this is the right time. For me, this is the right time. New modern manager, new modern players. So,
I think I should agree with official line this time around.
That we
Yeah,
should
but
there's a miracle and Messiah working.
the
We
Messiah
don't,
here
we don't
with
need a Messiah, please. Charlie.
We don't need a Messiah. We have
Charlie.
6 games to go. You say you don't need a Messiah.
Charlie. Someone is wearing my name. You say she don't take it. What are you saying?
Nigeria believes in miracle.
I won't
And we
lie
need
to
a
you.
miracle right now.
I feel like I've looked at and heard of you guys talk about these coaches. They are all wonderful coaches. But based on the precarious situation that we are in right now, we need someone that can deliver as in now. I gave an instance where Tom came in when they had to play qualifiers against Nigeria, 10 days to go, knowing that Ethiopia is not a footballing nation. In fact, they don't have a good calendar like ours. Their calendar, they are in some years behind. They are using the old calendar actually. 10 matches to go, and they were able to almost win Nigeria. You get, so with that situation that we have, he has coached lower teams and done wonders with them. Then imagine what he will do with a very good Nigerian team. You get, so I think the sky is our limit. If he comes in fact it will be our starting point. Let's just hope.
Guys, regardless, all the names are wonderful names. They have high profiles, and we feel they can deliver this job. But Charlie, Eric, Charlie, and then at this condition now, we need a Messiah. Actually, we need a miracle worker. Now this is our time of final. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's know what you feel about these 3 coaches we have been linked to. Let's know what you feel about them in the comment section. And don't forget to follow our social media handle at Final Whistle 91. We'll see you again next time. Thank you.